Remember how I was talking to you guys about if you live close to a farm, it's always good to resource your food from your farmers. You support them, and we support each other. So I have a coworker who does have I have a few coworkers. One has a goat and one has lamb, and the goat was not ready. Those are the two. I really enjoy goat meat, and I would say that's my usual. That's the best that I do enjoy is a good meal. But today I have a 3 pound lamb roast. I've never made it before. And by the way, this is not your what do we call it? This is not your professional kitchen or a gourmet kitchen. This is just somebody who's winging it and trying to help people eat healthy as you can. And I will be putting some veggies in my crock pot, and I was in my Instapot. And as I was sorry, I'm being distracted by whatever is going on. As I was thinking about my last creation was about constipation. Sure, it doesn't stop, and definitely this is a chronic problem that we are facing, and we do see it a lot in the emergency room. And so I was thinking, I think many people don't like vegetables, and I would say I was one of them. And the reason I didn't like vegetables is because we ate really a lot of veggies growing up, because I grew up on a farm. And by the time a cow or goat, when by the time the meat is ready to be slaughtered, it takes a while. And meat was expensive when I was growing up. We didn't have that much of yeah, we didn't have that much of a way of eating our meat other than buying, and we depended on the farm since we were so many of us. Anyway, so today I'm just gonna I'll show you my roast. I did put it in some room temperature water to give it a give, so that I'm able to put a lot of salt and pepper. That's the other thing. That's all I grew up is salt and pepper. But thank God now I know more. I have more spices that I can add to my cooking, but I don't measure. I measure with my eyes and with my hands. So if you're looking for recipes and that's not your, this is not your channel. This is just a basic cooking channel for somebody who is just wanting to feed the family and eat healthy. That's what I do here, because the fact is, like I keep saying, wellness starts from your kitchen, what you're feeding your family, where you're getting your groceries, and make it reasonable so it's not too expensive. I know, like, buying meat is absolutely expensive. So we have to do what we need to do so that we can survive this economy. So I'm gonna go over there and salt and pepper my beef. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn on my saute Instapot, and I'll do it more, and I'll do it 2 times. I'll warm it up 2 times. So when I finish salting and peppering my meat, my lamb, I'll come and sear it, because that's how you let the all the spices go in. So come with me, watch me, and this is what I will be doing. And I've washed my hands, and I'll wash again. And I do not need to use gloves. This is my food, so I'm not cooking for the masses, just cooking for myself. And if I'm not cooking for myself, I'm cooking for my family. So as long as I wash my hands, that's all that I need. And excuse me, because I'm getting out of the camera. Let me turn on my tracker, so that if I move from one end to another, it can track me. I hope it's not dead. I usually don't use it, but I would like to use it. And here we go. Let me, yeah, it's gonna track, I hope. So I'm gonna wash my hands again. Okay, here come. I'm gonna put a lot of salt and pepper, a lot of it. Hope you can see me. And you need to salt and pepper every part of your meat so that it is tasty. That's probably not enough. It's a big chunk. It's 3 pounds. And my friend and co-worker, the husband was so gracious, and he put how much everything weighed. That's why I know that how much it is, because he did weigh it. It was a really big lamb, and I actually will show you what 400. I have we've eaten a little bit of it. I got it in December for Christmas, and I probably made it just one time for my family, but my freezer is halfway full for a 400. I forget how many pounds that was, but yeah, buying it from the farmers directly, you do get the best bang for your money, definitely. Oh, this is gonna be a challenge, salting this part of it. I might have to use just regular salt, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna be creative and do this. Okay, give me 1 second. I really do want to get my salt and pepper in there. So what I'll do is just do that. Put it in a separate container. I think that should be enough. Wash my hands again. Yep, it is being salted everywhere. And this looks good. This looks good. Because I'll still salt it when it gets in there. My Instapot is still working, and I'll do it again. So that might take a minute. So if you need to go and do something, go and do that, because I'm gonna do it 2 times so that it's really hot for searing. And yeah, so that's so far my production. I made a lot of veggies. I really do. They might not fit in this little pot of mine because the meat is big. We'll see what we can do with it. And I just put some olive oil at the bottom, and I will saute it again. Another 25 minutes, so it's really hot. Because once you put the meat, it does stop getting hot, and I want it to be absolutely hot to sear my meat. So when you sear your meat, all your good stuff goes in the meat, and it gives it taste. So that's where we are with the searing of the meat. I better turn on my fan because it's gonna might be too. I don't want it to be too noisy for you guys. Just a little bit. just a little bit. So this is gonna take a while, but some things need patience, and that's the other thing. Um, what I talk about, making food at home, you really have to, uh, you know, be thoughtful when you do this. You're gonna do it before you meal prep. I do meal prep. I do meal prep. Shoot. There we go. I do my meal prep before I go to work. Like I'm working this weekend, so the day before you find me doing that, so that I don't have to eat out. Really, when you eat at home, you really do know what you're eating. So that's the beauty of that. And I am still using Instapot. There's something about the air fryer that I am not sold completely. But if that's your thing, you're good to do that. Whatever makes your life easy, that's what happens. Is we need to make life easier for ourselves and um, eat what you can, especially at home, and save your money. At this time, we just don't have money to waste anymore. If we ever did, but this time we don't have any money to eat. And my Instapot is telling me it's pretty hard, so I might have to try. Ooh, this is a big chunk of roast. And here we go. I will sear it like for 4 minutes on one side. Give it time to sear. 4 minutes on each side, top, bottom, and sides. And then after that, I will remove the pot roast, not pot roast, the lamb roast. I'll remove it and I'll put some spices over there and I'll put my vegetables. You see what I do, and I'll use some wine because I have an old bottle of wine and I do like cooking with wine. And we go from there. So now I'm timing this for 4 minutes on one side, and then I will go to the other side for 4 minutes on all sides, four sides for 4 minutes. So this is not a production you do within a minute. Definitely, it's not a production you do for any right before you go to work. But if you come home and you really don't have you have maybe 2 hours before your family comes home, you can do this, and they'll come and find a um, ready-made food. The other thing is, you can do this overnight, leave it cooking, and when you come back home from work, you have some food to eat. It's just called meal prepping and prepping ahead of time, and that cuts your um, cooking time and the stress of cooking. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can talk to me. You can ask me any questions, and wash your face, don't get burned. Wash your face, don't get burned. So yeah, I'm talking about cooking right now, and I'm gonna put some vegetables. And like I was talking to you guys on my other live on Sunday, I made another chat, and that one was about um, yeah, how I see a lot of patients come into the hospital in the emergency room because they have constipation. Yeah, this week that happened too. And actually, I did think about some exercises that I'm gonna put on YouTube. My next one, because this person I've always talked about, you can move, you can exercise, you can go hiking, and while increasing your fiber, that will help you in moving your bowels. But the reality is, not everybody is able to move. Not everybody is able to hike. There's some people who are bedridden. There's some people who are in a wheelchair. How can we help them um, moving, things to get moving? Yes, you need fiber, you need water, you need exercise, but when you're bedridden, then that can be kind of hard to do. And I will do a video showing you how you can help your loved one to get moving, let things get moving, because it's uncomfortable. It's not a very nice feeling. Anyway, we are not going to talk about that. Today we are cooking, and yeah, I'm happy. Thank you for being here, K-Pop, Maria Cotta, Mariana Cotta, and thanks for being here. And stay with me or come back. We still have a long way to go. I'll be live for a while. Oh yeah, the smell. The smell is good. I love the smell so far. And yeah, what can we discuss? Those people who are watching live. The smell is amazing. 3 more minutes on the bottom of my roast. Yeah, this is not gonna be a quick get in and out kind of a video. That's why I did it live, because it will take a lot of steps. And when I do a 10-minute video, it doesn't show the process. And all I need to, I want to interact with my fans. So if you're still there and you want to ask me a question regarding some health, I don't give advice. I give my own, what I do with my life and how I help you know, the people that I coach, my family. That's the advice I give. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a wellness nurse coach. I'm a holistic wellness nurse, and I know a lot. I've seen a lot over the years. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think. 1 minute on that side. Woo, yeah, it's making me hungry. And I'm not gonna be eating this for another 1.5 hours. So I will be hungry for a while. All right, now I turn it to the side. Yeah, I realize this is a lot of work, and that's why it's not it's not a quick meal. But this chunk of meat, I'll make salads in it. Yeah, I'll make a lot of stuff from it. So the good thing about it is you can extend the life of it for a while, and also depending on your family, it's a good chunk of meat to have. So those who don't know me, my name is Mercy, and my channel says it's age joyfully for people over 50. But who doesn't eat? Who doesn't like to have some good meal? Whether you're 50 years old or 20 years old, who doesn't get all these issues? Constipation, high blood pressure, strokes. Could be you, it could be your grandma, it could be your mom. So this channel is relevant in all ways. So it's not just for 50 and above. It is for anybody trying to be healthy and learning how to do that. I know there are many people out there teaching you all this stuff. But I do simple step, step, steps in life, and that will keep you healthy. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I am enjoying this. The funny thing is, I'm making that chunk of lamb, but I do like goat and lamb, and I am not a meat lover. But as I get older, I know I need the protein to help me gain my muscles back, and I don't want to lose any muscles. So that's what I'm doing in the meantime is to, increase my protein. Um, Now that's a big deal. All of a sudden, it's a big deal. We need to eat lots of protein. So I'm doing that. I'm also eating my protein from kidney beans, lentils, all legumes, nuts. Yeah. So when I'm not eating a piece of meat, I'm eating my veggies. I'm eating my legumes. All right, I'm gonna turn this on the other side. Pretty heavy. Oh my god, the smell. It is amazing. Amazingly smells good. Man, it has a bone in there. And like I said, I'm not a chef. I'm just person who likes eating healthy, but I can tell you I do not even have a good knife. That's usually my problem. I can't cut anything because my knives are so dull. Someday I'll find somebody to sharpen them for me because I know it's important. But I wing it somehow. So I see this has a bone. I thought he did debone it, but there's a big old bone around it. But we'll make it work. All right, I'm searing the last part of it. I am searing the last part of this. So I am forgetting to wave at my tracker so it can follow me. I will try to remember to do that next time. Ooh, this is gonna be tasting amazing. Um, it will be amazing when it's done. Thank you for those who are joining me. If you're wondering what I'm cooking today, I have a 3 pound lamb roast that I bought from my coworker that I'm searing right now. I'm in the process of searing it. It's almost done, just a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna remove it and then I will make a good remove all the bracing at the bottom and add my veggies. Then turn it on to cook for an hour and a half, and it will be falling off the bone by the time I finish it. So this is a good way of people eating veggies. Those people who hate veggies, I know I was one of them. I just can't afford not to eat them anymore because I know the importance of vegetables. And yeah, I think this is almost done braising it. That's as good as it will get. Oh yeah. Now there it is. Now I'm gonna add some wine because I love cooking with wine. Don't ask how much because like I said, I don't Added some wine. I'm gonna add some. Gonna add some tomato pastes because it will have my to make my creation a little bit thick because I don't have anything else to make it a little bit thick. So when it gets cooked down, it will make it um, thick a little bit. Now I'm trying to remove all that goodness from the bottom before I add anything else. What else I have is I'm gonna add some garlic. I'm gonna use rosemary. I'm gonna use mint, and I'll add some salt and pepper here so that the vegetables will have that salt and pepper. And I can smell that this is smelling really good. I bet I will enjoy this when it's all done. And I can tell you how it tastes because you can smell it. So there we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of my veggies. I have all root vegetables. I have sweet potatoes. I have some peppers. I love red peppers, green peppers. I have um, potatoes. I have onions. They're all gonna go in there. I'm gonna make sure I have enough space for my roast. It's gonna be sitting there because I'll cook this down a little bit. I think I have enough space. I thought I was gonna throw away my not put all my veggies, and that's the most important part. Put my I did put my garlic, rosemary, mint. Now give it some salt. Salt it real good. Oh, I wonder what people used to do when they didn't have salt. Salt is really makes such a huge difference when you have salt. And I also give it some pepper. Where is my pepper? Oops, I lost my pepper. Okay. Oh, here it is. Sorry. Give another swirl of some pepper in there. I'm thinking I like hot pepper too. I'm not sure how that will go. I'll put a pinch of cayenne pepper, just a little bit. And don't ask me how much. I measured with my eyes and my fingers because I do not measure anything. And it always comes out good, only that I don't make the same dish the same way. But it's all good. Every time it's a surprise for my family because it's gonna taste different. But it's edible. I'm always intimidated. I used to be very intimidated cooking, and when I watch the cooking show and they have all these professional chefs and what, but somebody started somehow, somewhere, you know? So I'm gonna put a little stock, beef stock, not much, just a little bit to give it a little liquid. This is gonna produce a lot of liquid. So I'll do that. And then I just don't, just enough to cook my veggies and don't get them burned. Then I'm gonna turn this into pressure cooking, and that is going to and the fatty part I'm gonna put it on top of not the bottom. I want the fat to drop down so we can figure out what to do with that. We can make a gravy out of it. There's my pork roast. That's my lamb roast going in there. It is not the perfect professional cooking, but guess what? I will not be going out or eating out for a few days when I have that. So now I'm gonna do pressure cooker. I'm gonna cancel that, pressure cook it for an hour and an hour and a half. I want it to be falling off the bones. That will help me from worrying about a knife, because I'll just skip the knife part. So it's pressure cooking for an hour, and I shall be back when it's done. If you're still watching, we'll see you in an hour and a half. If not, you'll see this, it will be recorded and you can see it live. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see you soon.